Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your energy update. Let's have a look and see what's coming in here. Oh, we have Six of Pentacles, Ten of Swords. Yeah, looks like a cycle is over. Painful period in someone's life is over. I feel there's no talking, no one's reaching out. The timing may have been wrong with this situation. But I do feel someone could be getting off this emotional roller coaster. Yeah. Let's see what else is coming in. Yeah, we have a person here. I do feel, now this is often curiosity, but with this energy, it's someone who probably wants to reach out, but something this person possibly didn't tell you. Yeah, Seven of Swords. You got a little sneaky behavior, something that they didn't tell you. And I do feel it's possibly someone who had ended something. But it could be because why this ended too. So let's have a look at the Seven of Swords. Yeah, so someone here was definitely in a very negative energy. Now, there could be something they didn't want to tell you, maybe lack of money, or they acted like they didn't have money when they did, either or. Because something sketchy is going on. Now, this is often someone feeling very insecure, though. So it's not saying something, but they were, I mean, this is an energy of someone who was curious, but yeah, I feel like this is someone here just thinking a lot of negativity, just this energy of lack. Could be someone who felt like they weren't good enough. Like I say, insecurity, but there definitely was insecurity, but it's still sketchy because they're not speaking truth here. It's someone who just kind of tells somebody, you know, either what they want to hear or they just leave things out. Yeah, so I do see this as definitely an energy of someone who needed to heal. I do feel this person isn't in an energy where they'd like to clear something up, but it's about clearing things up here. See, timing. But this is someone who actually felt very positive at first. Felt like good luck. You know, they felt very lucky here, very fortunate. But they may have been going through an ending. But whatever this is, it's something that's over. I do think this is someone who'd like to communicate and clear something up, but there is this time out. So like I say, there's no talking unless they're just breadcrumbing, but this is often someone who, it's someone who possibly didn't have a lot to give at this time too. You know, where they feel something is sketchy with yourself, that you're looking for something here. Someone who acts like they don't have money, possibly because they feel somebody else is being sketchy, that they're after them. So I think it's somebody who actually was fairly, you know, comfortable, Wheel of Fortune financially, acting like they didn't have money. This is someone who probably should have spoke some truth. Yeah, it's often a person who makes up excuses or there's something embarrassing. You can flip the energy. This is often someone who makes up excuses, see? Because they feel somebody wants more than they're able to give, so they act like they don't have money. Or, like I say, the other way around, where they feel the other person's trying to take advantage of them. There was definitely an energy of confusion and things that were unknown. I'm going to put that here. So it is an energy of a timeout. It could be somebody who was on a timeout from a relationship too. But I do feel this cycle has ended. There's this new cycle. But there was the moon energy. Illusion, confusion. So I do feel things have ended in a state of confusion too. But this is someone I feel maybe was embarrassed. They didn't want to say, you know, that they didn't have any money, or they couldn't, you know, maybe pay for something or provide anything. But this is often someone who makes up an excuse and tells someone they don't have money, this energy of lack, because they feel it's the other way around. Yeah, I kind of get that vibe. Let's have a look at the Six of Wands. Yeah, see, I feel this is two people who come together. Formed some kind of a connection here, but it has to do with a conversation. It's about equal give and take. So I feel this is someone who possibly, you may have come together at some point. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if this is someone who was going through an ending. I kind of feel like they were maybe in a time out here. Cycle ending, new cycle beginning. I do think this is somebody who would like to explain something here, but there's that confusion with the moon, things that are unknown. I mean, there's definitely that energy of curiosity and clearing things up. You know, they're weighing the pros and the cons here, this person, about should I or shouldn't I. This person could be, I mean, this is also someone trying to balance the budget. So I wouldn't be surprised. Like I say, they're kind of like back and forth, on and off. They may have had an on and off relationship. There may have been a time out with someone. So this is someone who possibly didn't tell you that and should have. There definitely was insecurity, though. I mean, this Seven of Swords is often why people do things, because they feel insecure. They often feel like they're not good enough, this lack. They could have been feeling this way about themselves, but you can see that, I mean, the Page of Cups is saying, you know, someone making up excuses, but I also feel they'd like to clear something up, too. So, yeah, it could be just something embarrassing. Often this is someone who keeps it all in. There's something deeply emotional here. See, they kind of don't have a whole lot to say, or they don't know what to say. So it could be where they were in a timeout with someone, and it could have been a relationship that was on and off too. But I also see someone trying to balance the budget, robbing Peter to pay Paul. So take it how it resonates. Yeah, this is someone who's in their head. They were unable to make a decision with the Two of Swords. Someone who just doesn't know what to do. They couldn't make a decision, because I do feel that definitely now it's showing me somebody on a timeout or a break from someone. And I do feel this needing to kind of rest. So someone here definitely who was pinned down by their thoughts. See what they were thinking. I definitely feel a little embarrassment, or just not knowing what to say, how to express their emotions. So they kind of kept it all in. I mean, there was something very deeply emotional going on. Yeah. Tell me about the Ten of Swords. Yeah, so there is this apprehension, feeling a little apprehensive. So someone here is reaching out to someone. It could have been yourself. No, maybe there was a lack of clarity of what was actually going on here, but there is apprehension. Yeah, I feel this is, yeah, Seven of Cups. So they did see opportunity. They see an opportunity here. Yeah. Little fantasizing, romanticizing, but I definitely feel like this is someone who was on a timeout or on a break from someone. It was likely something on and off. Yeah, it feels very powerful that way, the energy. And they're unable to make a decision because they don't know what's going to happen. So they're pinned down by their thoughts. They're not taking any action. So this is somebody who at some point here didn't take action, because this come after here. So yeah, they did see opportunity, but there was apprehension too. They weren't sure. They were looking at the situation here. You know, it's so interesting because it's like someone trying to lay the foundation and trying to get something started. Someone trying to lay the foundation to get something started, but I feel the timing is off here. I do think this is something that has worn itself out. I do feel this is someone where it's finally ended. It was painful. So they did see opportunity, see, to lay the foundation. Yeah, definitely a person here who is trying to make some sort of choice and even procrastinating now about taking action. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, you can see something ended. There's a lot of baggage here too. This person feels responsible for something, and it could be where they kind of feel like it's their fault. They're to blame for something here. Whatever happened between this on and off situation. But it's interesting because this is telling me two people having a conversation, reciprocating, coming together. See, it's about talking face to face. I feel this person would like to have a conversation. But I feel like with the Ten of Wands, it's, you know, this is releasing baggage. See, taking time out to heal. But I do think that it's something is bothering this person. Maybe you didn't see that something was bothering them. Yeah, but now with the Wheel of Fortune, to me, it looks like it's bothering you. I mean, this is also someone, if they have an issue or a problem, they don't like to lay their burdens on another person. So, but I do see this baggage is being released. I can see with the cycle. And now this is somebody rising like the phoenix from the ashes. So there has been a time out and a healing. And they are procrastinating about reaching out. But they're still kind of like pinned down by their thoughts. See, at some point, this person couldn't make a decision. They wanted this. I could see they wanted it. They seen a beautiful opportunity here. Yeah. Yeah, Seven of Wands. See, this is someone who pushes someone away. So they couldn't make up their mind, so they pushed you away, maybe even blocked you. Time out to think. They're still not taking action, I feel. This person's still not taking action. There is a need to heal, to let go of some baggage here. So I don't know if this is someone feeling bad about what happened, but it's really an energy of someone trying to lay the foundation to start it. So I don't know if this is someone who may have pushed you away or blocked you because they couldn't follow through because of this on and off situation. I feel this is something that's now ended. Yeah. You can see the sun, pushing someone away. It's about, this is someone not ready to let someone in. They were unable to make a decision to start it. They wanted this. And I feel this is somebody who wanted this cycle to end with this person, this on and off situation, this, on and off time out. This is someone who doesn't know what's going to happen. They don't know where this is going to go, but they wanted to start this. And it has to do with that Page of Pentacles, laying the foundation, wanting to start it, but they were apprehensive. Now, if you're the person who tried to get something going, you wanted to start something, this is the energy they were in. They wanted, I feel someone who just doesn't know what to say or how to explain it, but it's a person who, like, I feel keeping this to themselves. They don't like to lay their burdens on another person. They don't like to bother other people with their problems. Yeah, they are definitely in this energy of looking at things from a different perspective. See, they're seeing things from a different perspective. It's now over. Now they're kind of, should I or shouldn't I reach out? Will the person even be interested? But it is a different perspective. They're now looking at the bright side. I feel this is somebody happy that it's finally over. And there has been this healing energy this time out, but I feel like they're still not taking action. They want to. They want to reach out. Yeah, they're worried you're going to reject them now. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, this is someone who feels they missed a beautiful opportunity because they see an opportunity here. It's, they see an opportunity. And I feel both of you, there was a beautiful opportunity. But like I say, this is somebody who didn't want to bother someone with their problems. It was something on and off. Now that cycle is broken. This is a person. Here's the person here. See? And it's often someone who reaches out. They see opportunity and they kind of reach out to the other person. Someone started it. But there was definitely a lack of clarity right from the beginning. This person definitely feels they'd like to apologize or at least explain what happened. But they are stable. You see, they actually were. Someone who acted like they didn't have money, because this is someone who feels they're going to be taken advantage of. And this has to do with connecting on the emotional level too, sharing those feelings. See, connecting on the emotional level. There's apprehension there. Someone who's not ready to let someone in. So they block somebody or push them away. But I feel someone's going to unblock someone and reach out here. This is someone who needed a time out. Like I say, they needed to just clear their head. They needed to clear things up. And you can see the 10 of Cups. So this is about putting all the cups on the table, having a conversation. They're now seeing the bigger picture. So they're looking at this from a different perspective now. But they are stable. But they feel they've missed an opportunity here. Yeah. I got to tell you, I mean, this is a very common energy. People who don't know how to explain, they don't know what to say. They make up excuses because it's embarrassing. They feel insecure. It's embarrassing. And it's someone who definitely doesn't want to lay their burdens on another person. So I don't know if this is two people blaming each other, but I feel that's what happened, why two people finally come apart here. This is someone who's now kind of taking off the blindfold and now seeing things very clearly. two people possibly blaming each other. See, this is what happened, on and off, on and off. So there's a lot of baggage, but they are releasing it. Like, I do think this is someone who's taken that time out to heal. So they may be, you know, coming forward here. They're kind of planning, preparing. They're kind of looking ahead, but they are procrastinating about whether they should reach out. You might reject them or ignore them. So there's that little fear of that too. This person definitely has some insecurities. But they're also someone who feels the other, you know, something sketchy is going on here, like where someone will take advantage of them. But what's happened is now this person kind of feels, you know, maybe they took advantage of you. Yeah, and there's definitely things bothering this person, weighing heavily on them. I mean, it could be someone who ended a situation too. They may have had a lot of debt. It's possible they couldn't provide anything, because this is someone who's often a provider. See, unable to provide. Or they have to provide for someone else because they've ended this situation. Tell me about the Four of Swords. Yeah, I really feel, look at that. It's all about justice and harmony. It looks like it was the end of a committed relationship. Some baggage here. But it's all about restoring harmony and being fair. So I guess this is someone who feels they weren't being fair. But I do think this person sort of, they could be blaming themselves. I wouldn't be surprised they're blaming themselves. And this is why they come in with this negative, this energy of lack. It has to do with self, I feel. A little self-loathing, you know, kind of, yeah, undeserving. Tell me about the Hanged Man. Yeah, see, it's all about long-term stability, partnering up, coming together. They really would like this to, you know, to come together. They'd like to get this going. But their whole perspective has changed because now they've let this go. They've healed. They've made a decision. They've taken off the blindfold. They now see. They see they've missed this opportunity. See, there was a beautiful opportunity here. And they didn't take the opportunity because of this on and off situation. Definitely it's an energy of someone feeling lucky at that time. Like they kind of felt lucky and fortunate. But something was unfortunate, the timing. Tell me about this King of Pentacles. Yeah, see the Tower coming down. That going within, having a mass epiphany. They've missed a beautiful opportunity. This person's more angry at themselves, but I do feel they're trying to decide if they should. I wouldn't be surprised if this someone comes in and you're a little bit shocked here about what they have to say and even their financial situation. But the Tower is something sudden, and it has to do with communication. I feel this is someone going to make a decision suddenly here. I think you're going to be surprised what this person has to say. They're going to lay all the cards on the table. See, it's about putting themselves out there. This is someone who's not very good at that either. Yeah, this person's definitely been dealing with some baggage, there's no doubt. But like I say, I feel this is about coming together. See, it has to do with being at the right place, the right time. Something wasn't the right time. Now this person feels more prepared. So I feel they're going to reach out. Now you might not see this coming. Okay, you may not see this coming. It's going to happen suddenly where they reach out. They are preparing. But like I say, should I or shouldn't I? Procrastinating. Yeah. And if this person blocked you, that may have been something that really shocked you too. But it's someone who's not ready to let someone in. See, they're pushing somebody away. Often this is someone, you know, projecting what someone else did onto another person. But it's also, I feel, is someone who needs to let their guard down a little bit. See, very guarded, defensive energy. Yeah, someone who's just not ready to let someone in. They just weren't because of, and it could be where they've been taken advantage of too. They could have a lot of debt, things to pay off, but definitely there's that weighing heavily, that very heavy energy, the things that are burdening this person. They don't like to be a burden. This is somebody who, yeah, like, but the interesting thing is that Tower moment, this sudden communication. And if you're the person who started this, they likely didn't see it coming. They weren't prepared. Now they feel more prepared. It could be just lack of being prepared financially. But like I say, take it as it resonates. Obviously, some of you know who this is, but there it is. Morals, values, just not being on the same page. See, there's a need for lifestyle habits, the way someone conducts themselves. So this is somebody who actually lacked faith in themselves. But now this person has faith in themselves again, that they can overcome things. So whatever it is they've overcome here, I feel they now have faith. They're looking at things in a more positive way. They're definitely rising like the phoenix from the ashes. So I can say this person may be reaching out suddenly here. Now, I don't know if you had some kind of an agreement with this person and they just didn't follow through and they made up an excuse. Because it is definitely with that Five of Pentacles a lack of faith in themselves. This person may have had secrets too for some of you, things that they've hidden. They don't want to, it's about connecting emotionally, letting someone in because they feel embarrassed because they did something. So it all depends on your situation. There's a couple scenarios here. Yeah, but there it is. It's about cooperating, compromising, going down this path. So this person now has this renewed sense of faith in themselves, that they can kind of overcome anything. So the High Priestess is morals, values, lifestyle. See, this is very positive now. It's all about going down this path, getting together, doing things together, spending time together. This person definitely fantasizes about being with you and spending time with you. But the Tower is an energy. I feel this is someone who is dealing with someone too. This is another thing. See the explanation. It's two people who are tearing each other down instead of lifting each other up. So this is someone who was dealing with someone who was putting them down all the time, tearing them down. Whatever happened may have even been a shock to them. So like I say, this is someone who's unable to make a decision, but they're now seeing. So you can see this is all done. Now this person has a renewed sense of faith in themselves because they've overcome this. And it could have been financial, where they had a lot of a divorce, a breakup, a lot of debt to pay. They may have to pay somebody, support somebody or pay them off, especially if it was a marriage. So this could be someone who just didn't feel they could provide. It's a lack of faith in themselves, though, and that's what I feel. So this is a person who kind of just sneaks away, makes up excuse to go lick their wounds. They needed to heal. Yeah, very interesting energy. But yeah, they do kind of fantasize about being with you, spending time with you. Yeah, being together. But it's a whole sense of two people who lift each other up instead of tear each other down, a partnership. It's everything they could ever want. This is someone who was put down a lot by the person they were with, putting someone down. This is someone blaming the other person for everything, but I feel it could have been two people in that marriage, that commitment. I do think this is somebody who was faithful. I don't think they were unfaithful. I really don't think. It's more of a lack of faith in being able to overcome all this. But it's about two people who tore each other down, putting each other down. Somebody always putting someone down, always the blame. But you can take it how it resonates. It's all about going down this path, working together, teaming up. Yeah, they're having the Hanged Man, this aha moment, the truth. Some of you might even know some of this, but it's a little bit of enlightenment, the truth. This is someone who probably should have just told someone the truth. Yeah, so it could be all kinds of different situations. It'll likely a little different for everyone, but this person has a renewed sense of faith. I do think for some of you too, some of you, I feel the scenario is somebody was stepping out on a relationship on a timeout, and they actually were unfaithful because someone kept tearing them down, putting them down. But for others of you, this is somebody who was loyal and faithful. But it's someone who kept putting them down, tearing them down, making them feel bad about themselves, negative about themselves. This is why I feel rising like the phoenix from the ashes. This is someone ready for something new again. Yeah, it was two people who went their separate ways. It could be two people who actually decided to agree to disagree and just go their separate ways. But this is about two people coming together. This person wants to reach out. They want to go down this path with you. They want to spend time with you. Yeah, but if they blocked you or pushed you away, it could be someone who was trying to protect you from this energy. Often it's someone who pushes someone away to protect them because they have all this to deal with. And it could be because of financial stuff. We know what happens when two people come together in a commitment and the other person's still dealing with paying someone off, divorce, anything like that. The other person becomes involved. So very interesting energy. But there definitely, I feel like it's an energy of you deserve an explanation. Yeah. Definitely someone who's feeling embarrassed too. I do see feeling embarrassed. They don't know what to say or how to say it. They're just feeling negative about themselves, you know, and that's an energy of needing to clear that out. This is someone definitely got pinned down by their thoughts, that time out energy. But now after a time out and healing and letting go of this baggage, this person's feeling so much more positive and definitely high vibrational. See, I feel this started when this is someone who was kind of low vibrational, feeling sad, thinking negative thoughts even about themselves. They want to reach out and talk. See, now they're the Knight of Cups. They want to talk to you and ask you out. It's a heartfelt message. Could be a massive apology, but like I say, they've been kind of holding back here. See, should I or shouldn't I? You might push them away or block them. So like I say, there's that little bit of fear of being rejected. They have a little fear of being rejected now because this is because of everything they've been through. Yeah, but often rejection is protection. Somebody may have been protecting you from this because if you come together with this person and made some kind of commitment, the other person in this situation where they have to pay them out. See, somebody paying somebody out, paying them off, a lot of debt, baggage, or they were left with that too. So, my goodness. So it's telling you to kind of look at this. You're going to have some little aha moments here, but it has to do with truth and victory. This is someone overcoming all this, and I do see a victory. But they are in this energy where they're back and forth. One minute they're feeling kind of negative, like you're going to reject them. The next minute they're thinking, what have I got to lose? They want a victory, but they've definitely had a victory as far as letting go of some baggage here or paying off debt, whatever it is that they had to do. So take care, and we'll see you soon.